Hi everybody and welcome back. It's Nancy Beauvair here with Agape and Next Steps. And I wanted to introduce the topic of inflammation. There's been a lot of buzz in the media and in the health community recently about the role that inflammation can play in our health and how too much inflammation, chronic inflammation, can exacerbate existing health conditions and certainly help create others. So, first of all, let's understand what inflammation is. So, inflammation is really the body's response to something that comes into its sphere, whether it's an injury or an irritant, something like that. And what happens is the body has this biological response with blood vessels and hormones and chemicals and everything that are sent to the site where there is the injury or the inflammation or the infection, and it responds in that way. So inflammation in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's a great response that our body has that helps protect our body and keep us safe. The problem is the difference between acute inflammation and chronic inflammation. So the acute is when it's the one-off and it's managing that injury or that inflammation or that infection that is in that moment in time. The problem arises when there is chronic inflammation. Obviously, it is a problem because all of these biological responses in your body are being kind of on overload. They're having to respond over and over and over and over again. And there's starting to be a lot of evidence that this chronic inflammation can have huge negative impacts on our health, including things such as creating cognitive deficits. It can help create metabolic issues such as diabetes. It plays a role in cardiovascular disease, just a whole number of things, even cancer. There's a lot of talk that inflammation, chronic inflammation, can also cause a lot of cancers. So what I'm proposing that I'm going to explore here over the course of the next video or two is I'd like to explore what causes this chronic inflammation, how we can try to avoid it. Are there dietary changes, lifestyle changes, things like that that we can implement, that we have our own control over to help minimize the chronic inflammation in our bodies, and how we can help live longer, healthier lives while still having that balance so that our immune function isn't impaired and that we do still have an inflammation response when it is needed and when it is triggered. So I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into what's coming up, and I look forward to sharing that information with you soon. Bye for now.